When it comes to intermittent fasting for people with type 2 diabetes, a lot of people either quit or they don't even get started in the first place. Why? Because of lack of information and a bit of confusion. In this episode of the Harun Rabbani podcast, we are going to look at some of the most common questions asked about type 2 diabetes that are stopping people from intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is not something that was invented the other day or in the last couple of decades. No, it's been around since the dawn of time. Even 2,000 years ago, the ancient Greeks, ancient Egyptians, ancient Romans, they used intermittent fasting as a way of healing in their different methodologies. In the modern world, of course, many religions, Islam in particular, once a year, they will do 30 days of fasting. Every day is an intermittent fast, so food will be ate at night time, and during the day they will do a dry fast. Now, when it comes to type 2 diabetes, I am not advocating you doing dry fasting until you've reversed type 2 diabetes. If you're a Muslim, then by doing intermittent fasting, getting the practice, reversing type 2 diabetes, you can get back to your traditional fasting during Ramadan. So what are some of the biggest questions people are asking or confused about? Number one, people are confused about how busy they are. I'm too busy to plan my meals around intermittent fasting. Everybody is busy. Of course, that's the case. However, let me give you the number one reason, without a shadow of a doubt, with all the hundreds of people I've worked with over the years, the number one reason people will make an issue of busyness. It is because other things are more priority for you. Makes sense, right? It's a truism. But it also means your health, your freedom, your life isn't so important as those things that are keeping you busy. I'm sorry, but if you haven't got the oxygen mask on your face, how the heck are you going to provide or even survive long enough to provide for others? So what do you do to overcome this particular issue? Number one, you make you number one. Not number two, not number three. You have to take time out to make you number one. And in 2023, or whatever year you're listening this, for only 12 months, just 12 months, make you the number one priority. I'm not saying become a narcissist. I'm saying that make your mental, emotional, your physical health the number one priority. And you won't make so many excuses. That's the bottom line. So the other thing you can do regarding being busy, of course, is once a week, make plans, make preparations for all your meals. Do it on the Friday, Saturday or Sunday. Prepare some of the meals in advance where you can prepare it. Freeze them, stick them in the fridge so you can still do everything else and have your food as well. I'm afraid I'm going to feel too hungry when I'm going to be fasting. Sure, when you are fasting, for the first 2 or 3 days you ever do it, you're going to feel hungry because you're not used to it. Your body has to adapt. Even in Ramadan, when we fast 30 days, 29 days, first 2-3 days can be difficult for even the most seasoned veteran fasters. So don't be so harsh on yourself. Give yourself time to adapt. Second thing you can do is this. Make sure during the eating window, you eat more proteins, number one. Number two, a lot more fiber, because both of those items stay in your gut a lot longer. I don't think I could give up my favorite foods because of intermittent fasting. Nobody's telling you to give up your favorite foods. All you're doing with intermittent fasting is this. You are shortening the window in which you eat. Eat what you like. Fast for 12, 14, 16, 18, even 24 hours, but eat what you like. I would rather you get started and practice fasting than to be perfect. And then during the eating window, like I said, eat what you like. However, keep this in mind if you really want to be very conscious about it. Do your best to restrain from eating the crappy foods. What's the point of all that fasting if you're going to eat crap, right? So yes, you can eat your favorite foods. I'd rather you start fasting first and then later on you can start adapting your food to a healthier lifestyle. I'm worried I might lose muscle mass. Yes, of course, if you fast for 3, 4, 5 days in a row, you might lose muscle mass. That comes with it. You'll also lose a lot more fat. If you're fasting for about 24 hours, you may lose a teeny weeny, insy binsy amount of muscle mass. You'll lose a lot more fat. So how do you deal with that? 2 ways. Number one, eat protein, like I already mentioned. Number two, do a bit of weights. Do a bit of exercise that will build some muscles. If you're a man, definitely, and it is the man thing here, definitely go and do some weights. Ladies, you can also do weights as well. You don't have to do it as heavy. You need to do some exercise. I'm not sure how to fit my exercise routine into a intermittent fasting schedule. It's very easy. Let me tell you what I do. If I'm doing an intermittent fast, and it can be quite long at times, towards the end of my fast, I do my weight training or yoga and then actually go into the sauna. So I'm actually getting a lot more benefits. If you want to find out more about sauna, make sure you watch my video about saunas. If you're intermittent fasting, of course, and you're doing weights or some kind of exercise, you will feel more hungrier. So perhaps when you've got the longer eating window, you eat, give yourself a couple of hours break, and then do your exercise. You can fit it in. Of course, you need to be adaptive. There's nothing fixed in stone here. This is not a religion. This is a health practice and a lifestyle practice. I'm not sure if intermittent fasting will interfere with my medication. You know what? You're absolutely right. You might not be sure. So, number one, if you've got type 2 diabetes, go and visit your doctor first and get their support. Enroll them into your plan and ask them, how can I adapt my intermittent fasting times so that I can also take medication? They might give you less medication, they might give you more, who knows? Go to your doctor first. If your doctor says to you, don't do intermittent fasting at all, and you've got mild diabetes, change your doctor. Get a second opinion. On the other hand, if you are on a lot of medication, then perhaps intermittent fasting may not be the best option for you. Start small and then build it up very, very small. If you're somebody who has a tendency to have hypoglycemia, definitely don't do intermittent fasting until you've addressed the hypoglycemia. I'm concerned about the social aspects of intermittent fasting. How about my family, my friends? What am I going to do then at parties? Very simple. All your loved ones, the people you live with, you tell them you're on an intermittent fasting challenge, or you're doing intermittent fasting if you're not doing my challenge. You tell them and you ask them to support you and maybe even challenge you to do it properly. Maybe they want to join in with you because it's good for them. And perhaps they don't want to do that and you have to go to an event, a gathering. So take your own food if necessary. If they don't respect it, don't turn up. Very simple. If they're drinking stuff that you can't drink because it's got sugar, alcohol or something in there, then just say, I will drink water, herbal teas, black coffee, black tea, anything like that, and that's fine. Enroll them, engage them in your schedule as well. I'm worried I might lose energy and focus when I'm intermittent fasting. When you first go into intermittent fasting, you might start releasing toxins into your body. You might get headache. Number one, stay very, very hydrated. Drink herbal teas, drink water throughout the day. Number two, give it a couple of days, and what you'll find is actually you'll have a lot more energy and you'll be a lot more focused. I know so because I've been doing it all my life since I was 7 years of age. So have millions of other people across the world. I'm not sure I've got the discipline to stick to an intermittent fasting routine. That's okay. I've got the intermittent fasting challenge that I've set up for people with type 2 diabetes who are looking to make intermittent fasting part of their lifestyle habits, part of their regime to reverse type 2 diabetes. If you're interested in that, check the description, click on the link for the intermittent fasting challenge. It's free. Feel free to join me. And that way, as a group, you're going to learn how to intermittent fast. And we have a community as well to support each other and see if that's going to be an issue for you, that you don't have the discipline. It's practice and we'll support you and challenge you. That's why it's called the Intermittent Fasting Challenge. I'm worried that intermittent fasting may not be safe because of my medical history, my health history. That may be the case. Very simple. Go and visit your doctor. Get checked up, get a thorough check, and then if you get given the go-ahead, then intermittent fast. And if you don't do it. Find alternative methods to helping you reduce your hyperinsulinemia and your insulin resistance. So there's 5 key components to having a successful fast. Number 1, stay hydrated. Drink lots of water, herbal teas. Like I mentioned, a lot of the times you're going to feel hungry because you are dehydrated, not hungry. So stay hydrated. Number 2, eat fiber-dense foods. They're carbohydrates. They're going to provide you with energy, but they're not going to give you the blood sugar spike. Number 3, eat more proteins, when you do eat. That will help you keep satiated. Number 4, very important, a lot of people neglect it altogether. Get adequate sleep. You're going to feel moody the following day if you've got broken sleep, so learn to get adequate sleep. Go and watch my videos on sleep hygiene and how you can improve your sleep. And number 5, very important, just because you're intermittent fasting, don't become a martyr, don't become a victim, don't give up your day job, whatever it is that you do during the day and the night. Make sure you act normally. Make life totally easy, totally normal. Don't let the intermittent fasting challenge, or the intermittent fasting if you're doing on your own, interfere with the rest of your life, because the point of getting you onto any kind of intermittent fasting regime is so that you can make it part and parcel of your lifestyle. Please go ahead, check it out, try it out, give it a shot. Don't give up after 1 or 2 weeks. Give it a shot. Try the challenge that I've got set up for free and notice if there is any marked difference. And I can promise you, for 99% of the people, you're going to have great results. But find out for yourself, and also make sure you check with your doctor. And just to remind you that everything that I'm sharing with you is for education purposes only. None of this is medical advice or health advice. Check with your doctor before you start intermittent fasting or doing anything with your medication, like stopping it or increasing it. Speak to your doctor first. See you next time. Bye for now.